You probably carry one in your pocket, a plastic rectangle, or maybe it lives on your phone. Just a barcode waiting to be scanned. A simple beep at checkout. Points earned, discount applied, loyalty rewarded. But behind that beep is something far bigger, because today, grocery stores aren't just selling you bread and milk. They're selling you. This is the hidden world of supermarket loyalty programs, a $100 billion data game you never signed up to play. And once you're in the system, they know what you want, when you want it, and what that says about your body, your mind, even your future. Consider this. The average American visits the grocery store nearly twice a week, making countless choices about food, drinks, even household items. Each purchase, every scanned item, becomes a data point. Stores aggregate millions of these data points, painting detailed pictures of communities and individuals alike. This isn't science fiction, it's just business. Welcome to the Data Cart. It started innocently enough. In the 1990s, grocery stores were in trouble. Margins were razor thin, competition was brutal, and customers were unpredictable. Enter the loyalty card. At first, it seemed like a win-win. Customers saved money and stores got repeat business. You swipe your card, you get 50 cents off cereal. What's not to like? But underneath that transaction, data was being captured. Every product, every purchase, every timestamp, every aisle visited, every coupon clipped. And soon, retailers realized something. They weren't in the food business anymore. They were in the information business. Take Kroger's story as an example. In 1997, they partnered with dunnhumby, a British data analytics company, to analyze purchasing behavior on an unprecedented scale. This wasn't just about what items flew off the shelves, it was about when, how often, and in what combinations. For instance, they found that customers buying diapers often also bought beer on Friday evenings. That insight, seemingly trivial, was a revelation. It led to targeted marketing campaigns and store layouts that increased sales. In just a few years, Kroger went from an old-school grocer to a behavioral insights machine. They could predict what their customers wanted before the customers even thought about it. By 2003, Kroger's loyalty data wasn't just helping with stocking shelves. It was reshaping how grocery stores worked entirely, from pricing and promotions to inventory management and supplier negotiations. Here's what your loyalty card knows about you: your weekly routine, your eating habits, your health status, your financial stress, your mood swings, and that's just the beginning. With every scan, stores build what's called a consumer profile. This includes not just what you buy, but how often you buy it, how long since your last trip, and what offers make you bite. Imagine someone who buys a pint of ice cream every Monday night. Are they indulging after a tough start to the week? Or is it a weekly family treat? Combined with data like late-night shopping trips or frequent coffee purchases, the algorithm guesses mood and lifestyle. Buy frozen pizza every Friday? You might be single. Switch to organic produce and almond milk? Maybe you're on a diet. Suddenly buying prenatal vitamins and fragrance-free soap? Yeah, they're going to flag that too. It doesn't stop there. These insights are sold to brands, advertisers, and data brokers. Some of them even get cross-referenced with outside info, like your credit score, social media activity, and GPS location from your phone. Retailers and marketers are building not just profiles, but predictive models. They can estimate when you might need to restock, what brands you'll try next, even when you're likely to switch stores. It's no longer just about groceries, it's about predicting you. By the mid-2000s, loyalty programs were no longer just about collecting data. They had entered their next phase, manipulating your behavior. This wasn't about coupons anymore, it was about control. It started quietly. Retailers realized they weren't just sitting on purchasing data, they were sitting on a goldmine of predictive patterns. Buy diapers? You'll need wipes. Buy lean meats and salad 3 weeks in a row? You're on a diet. Here come the cheat day cookie coupons. What stores began to do was craft digital mirrors of you and then poke that mirror until it twitched. They weren't just watching what you bought. They were watching how you shopped, when you shopped, what time of day, how long since your last visit, which sales made you impulse buy, which ones didn't. And then, quietly, they adjusted your environment. Let's take a real-world example, one of the most notorious. Target, around 2010, assigned each customer a pregnancy prediction score. The idea? Based on a set of about 25 products: lotion, unscented soap, supplements, and more. Their algorithms could detect whether a woman might be pregnant even before she knew. One Minneapolis father became furious when his teenage daughter started receiving baby coupons in the mail. He called to complain. 2 weeks later, he called back. His daughter was pregnant. She didn't tell anyone, but Target knew. This wasn't surveillance. This was a prophecy. By 2014, 75% of US retailers with loyalty programs were using purchase behavior to make medical inferences. Food, pharmacy, and supplement purchases became predictive indicators of pregnancy, depression, stress, diabetes, and even divorce likelihood based on sudden changes in alcohol or comfort food buying. Behind the scenes, something darker was being baked into store apps and layouts, something called behavioral design. In psychology, there's something called the habit loop. 1. A familiar situation triggers a behavior, like walking past chips. Second routine, you grab the chips. 3. Reward, your brain gets a little dopamine hit. Retailers figured out how to hack this loop by nudging you into predictable routines and timing discounts to when your willpower was weakest. They could get you to buy things you weren't planning to. Example, app notifications timed for 6 to 7 p.m. on weekdays, when you're hungry and tired, offering just for you pasta coupons. Or texts that say, you forgot something, showing photos of your usual snacks, even if you didn't forget them. This is called choice architecture, and it's being used on your subconscious. Walmart has tested using Bluetooth beacons in carts to track your walking route through the store. In-app promotions that change depending on whether you linger by certain aisles. Color-coded pricing labels that pulse red to simulate urgency. Amazon Fresh stores have even tested AI-driven ambient music that shifts to influence purchase mood. Upbeat tempos near snack aisles. Slower rhythms by produce to encourage healthy contemplation. All of it custom-tailored. All of it engineered to increase spend by an average of 6 to 10% per trip. And you can't opt out. Even if you never use their app again, the profile still lives. You may be labeled value-driven discount hopper, midweek impulse buyer, loyal premium shopper, and your future coupons, emails, and in-store layouts will be designed just for that version of you. The scariest part? You'll never even know it's happening. You think you're saving money, but really, you're being led by invisible strings through a carefully constructed maze. And every choice you think you're making was already made for you. So why does all this matter? Because it's profitable. Loyalty card users spend 2 to 3 times more than non-users. Not because they're more loyal, but because the system is designed to keep them shopping. Stores run what's called a loss leader strategy. They offer massive discounts on basics, eggs, milk, bananas, only if you scan your card. But once you're inside, the real trap begins. Dynamic pricing, behavior-based coupons, emotional marketing. Remember that impulse buy, that candy bar, or wine you didn't plan for? That wasn't random. Your past behavior told the algorithm exactly when to tempt you. One grocery chain found that sending a high-sugar snack coupon to stressed-out parents between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. increased response rates by 400%. It's not about savings, it's about precision manipulation, and it works. In fact, for many chains, loyalty data is now more valuable than the groceries themselves. Some estimate that a typical customer profile, anonymized and sold in bulk, can generate up to $500 per year for a store. Think you can opt out? Think again. Many stores claim they don't sell your data. That's technically true. What they do is share it with vendors, analytics firms, brand partners, and loyalty app providers. And since most loyalty programs require you to waive certain privacy rights in the terms of service, Your protections vanish the moment you sign up. Some chains even collect data on your location within the store via their apps or Wi-Fi signals. Wandered by the wine aisle twice but didn't buy? Expect a wine coupon next week. Looked up a recipe for lasagna on the store app? You might see cheese and sauce deals pushed to your phone the next day. This is called omnichannel tracking. It connects your physical location, your purchase history, your digital habits into one unified monetized identity, and there's no going back. Some stores are already pushing the next frontier: smart carts that recognize items in real time, facial recognition at entry gates, personalized shelf displays triggered by your phone. Stores use cameras and AI to track what you take off the shelves, automatically charging your account when you leave. No cashiers, no checkout, but full surveillance. Grocery stores have quietly become data laboratories, and what they learn from your dinner habits may soon shape your healthcare premiums, your credit offers, even your job prospects. This isn't about paranoia, this is about patterns and the machines that read them. So, what can you do? Here are 3 simple steps. 1. Use cash and avoid loyalty cards when possible. It's inconvenient, but anonymous. 2. Opt out of app tracking and personalized offers. Most store apps bury the option in settings. Dig deep. 3. Request your data. Under US state laws like the CCPA, some chains are required to provide your data profile on request. But the truth is, you're already in the system, and the only real power left is awareness. Because now you know, that little beep at the register, it's not just a discount, it's a transaction for your identity. You came in for groceries, you left behind a trail of yourself. Welcome to the loyalty economy, where you are, the product, and the price is everything you didn't mean to share.